Energy flow models. The food is the main source of energy in the body of animals as well as plants. Green plants trap sunlight. The green plants trap or absorb sunlight. It is a radiant energy. Sunlight is a radiant energy. Plants absorb sunlight, that is radiant energy, and that radiant energy is converted into a chemical energy. Chemical energy, that is called as food material. They produce their own food material. Green plants produce. The green plants produce their own food material by trapping or absorbing sunlight and use of water, for example, by the process of photosynthesis. By the process of photosynthesis, plants produce their own food material by the process of photosynthesis. Hence, plants, they are called as producers. They produce or synthesize, manufacture their own food material. Hence, plants are called as producers, green plants, or they are also called as autotrophs. They are called as autotrophs. Plants, green plants are able to produce their own food material by the process of photosynthesis. Generally, animals does not produce their own food material. They depends on plant or on other animals for getting their food material. And food material which is produced by plants, it is a main source of energy. It is a main source of energy. The food material which is produced by green plants, that mainly contains carbohydrates. That is sugars. Food material which is produced by green plants, that mainly contains carbohydrates. And in lesser amount, they also contains proteins, fats. And other micronutrients. For example, minerals. Here, carbohydrates are main source of energy. Carbohydrates are main source of energy. That is sugar. Sugars are main source of energy. Energy is a capacity to do a work. Energy is a capacity of animal to perform any kind of work, and that energy is provided by a food material that contains carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are main source of energy. And that energy which is produced by green plants, energy is transferred from one trophic level to another trophic level. Energy is transferred from one trophic level to another trophic level. That means energy moves. Movement of energy. Movement of energy is called as transfer of energy. It transfers from one trophic level to another trophic level in a food chain. In a food chain, energy is transferred from one trophic level to another trophic level in a food chain. The food chain may be short or longer in both aquatic ecosystems and terrestrial ecosystems. In both aquatic ecosystems and terrestrial ecosystems. The food chains are mainly classified into two types. That is grazing food chain and second one is called as detritus food chain. Grazing food chain and detritus food chain. And the trophic levels includes for example, first trophic level, second trophic level, and third trophic level. First trophic level, second and third trophic level. In an ecosystem, for example, first trophic level is producers. Producers. It is a first trophic level in any ecosystem. It may be aquatic ecosystem or it may be terrestrial ecosystem or cropland ecosystem. Trophic level first is producers. Trophic level second is herbivores, herbivorous animals feeding on plant material. These animals are called as herbivorous animals. That is consumers. And third trophic level is carnivores. Third trophic level is carnivores. These are three trophic levels in an ecosystem. Trophic level first are producers. Trophic level second are herbivorous animals, herbivores. And trophic level third is carnivores, or they are also called as predators. They are predators because they kill and eat herbivorous animals. Hence they are called as predatory animals. They kill and eat herbivorous animals. They are called as carnivorous animals or predatory animals, and these are such three different trophic levels. Producers, consumers, that include, for example, herbivores, then carnivores, and finally top carnivore level. These are different food trophic levels in ecosystem. And energy always flows. The movement of energy is called as energy flow. Energy is transferred from trophic level first to trophic level second, and from trophic level second to trophic level third. There are two food chains: grazing food chain and second one is detritus food chain. Grazing food chain and detritus food chains. These are two food chains. Grazing food chain, for example, that includes producers. Green plants are eaten by green plants. That is vegetation. It may be grass, foliage from tree, grass, vegetation, or plant material. Herbivorous animals feed or eat such green plants. Herbivorous animals that eat, for example, grass, for example, insect, grasshopper, or in case of, for example, grassland ecosystems, rabbit, deer, cattle. These are examples of herbivorous animals. Those animals which feed on plant material, these animals are called as herbivorous animals. Herbivorous animals are commonly herbivores. They feed upon plant material. These are examples of some herbivorous animals: rabbit, deer, cattle, and so on. These animals mainly feed on green plants. These are called as herbivorous animals. These herbivorous animals are killed and eaten by small predatory animals. They are eaten by small predatory animals. For example, a rabbit or deer. It is killed and eaten by smaller predatory animals. For example, wolf or fox. Wolf is a predatory animal that kills such herbivore animals, smaller herbivorous animals, and feed upon their flesh. These smaller predatory animals, or wild dog, for example, in forest area, wild dog. These animals are also killed by another larger predatory animals. And these larger predatory animals, they are called as top carnivores. Top carnivores. For example, lion, tiger. These are called as top carnivores. And here flow of energy, chemical energy, is always in unidirectional pattern. Flow of energy in a food chain, it is always unidirectional. That is, energy flows from body of green plants. There is a transfer of energy from producers, that is green plants, in the body of herbivores. From the body of herbivores, that is transferred to in the body of predators. And such flow is not a revert pattern. It does not revert. For example, from the body of herbivores into grain plant, or from body of small predatory animals into herbivorous animals. It does not flow reversely. It always flows or transfer. There is a transfer of energy from producers into body of herbivorous animals, and from herbivorous animals into the body of carnivorous animals. That is called as transfer of energy in a grazing food chain. Transfer of energy in grazing food chain. Herbivorous animals, those feed on plant material. These animals are called as grazing animals. They are called as grazing animals. Herbivorous animals are called as grazing animals. They graze on plant material. For example, on grass. They graze on grass. And transfer of energy in this way, that is called as grazing food chain. It is called as grazing food chain. And second type is called detritus food chain. It is called as detritus food chain. Here there is a transfer of energy. In a detritus food chain, that is detritus consumers. These are microorganisms or microbes like bacteria, fungi. For example, these are called as microbes. These microbes feed on the body of dead animals, dead body. For example, it may be dead plant or dead animal. These animals, for example, microbes, bacteria, fungi, which feed on body of dead animals or plants. These animals are called as detritus consumers. They are called as detritus consumers. And these detritus consumers, they are eaten by some larger animals. For example, in aquatic ecosystem, they are eaten by predatory animals. For example, crab, insect larvae. For example, crabs, insect larvae, nematodes. And bivalve molluscans. These are called as predatory animals. They feed or consume such microorganisms. And here flow of energy. Flow of energy in this way is called as detritus food chain. These are two separate food chains. These are two separate food chains in the nature. These are two separate food chains, grazing food chain and detritus food chain. And it is shown the energy of transfer of energy is shown with the help of different models. Energy flow is shown by three energy flow models. First one, energy flow model. First one, energy flow model is a simple energy flow model called a simple energy flow model. Simple energy flow model proposed by scientist, ecologist Odom. Ecologist Odom. Three energy flow models. First model is called a simple energy flow model, or it is also called as single channel energy flow model. Simple energy flow model or single channel energy flow model. Second one model is called as Y-shaped energy flow model. Y-shaped energy flow model. Or it is also called as two-channel energy flow model. And third model is called as universe model. These are three different energy flow models. Simple energy flow model, it is also called as single channel energy flow model. Second one, Y-shaped energy flow model, it is also called as two-channel energy flow model. And third kind is universe energy flow model. These are three different energy flow models that indicates flow of energy in the trophic levels, that is from producers to herbivores and from herbivores to carnivores. It is represented with the help of, for example, simple energy flow model. It is represented by boxes and pipes. Boxes and pipes. Boxes indicates, suppose this one is a box. This one is a box. Suppose this one is a box. That box represents or indicates first trophic level, that is green plants. Or it is also called as biomass. Green plants are biomass. First trophic level. This box indicates first trophic level. Suppose this one is a pipe that indicates flow of energy. Flow of energy inside and outside. Inside and outside. Flow of energy inside and outside. There is another box here. Another box. This box represents second trophic level, that is herbivores. And there is third box. That represents consumer trophic level. This one is a green plants. This box indicates green plants or biomass. Here there is a sunlight. Sunlight falls on the body of green plants. Sunlight falls on the body of green plants. These green plants absorb sunlight and utilize for production of their food material. Here there is a loss of energy in the form of heat or by the process of respiration. Similarly, here there is a loss of heat by respiration. Loss of heat by respiration process in animals, herbivorous animals and carnivorous animals. These pipes indicates unused energy. Then non-assimilated energy, and finally assimilated energy. Energy flows through these pipes and passes out from such pipes. And during this flow of energy is lost. Amount of energy which is lost is more. Suppose about Suppose about 3000 kilocalories energy falls on green plants. 50% of energy is lost. There is a loss of energy which is about 50% of that total amount. That is about 1500 kilocalories energy passes here, and that amount of energy is called as it is called as gross production. It is called as gross production. About 50% energy is lost. Then out of that amount of energy, 1500 kilocalories of energy, only 1% of energy, that is about 15 kilocalories, is converted in the first trophic level, that is green plants. Out of this amount, only 1%, that is 15 kilocalories energy, is transferred or utilized or converted into a food, for example, in green plants. This one is called as net production. This one is called as gross production. This one net production. And in body of herbivorous animals and carnivorous animals, it is again, amount is again reduced. It becomes very less in secondary productivity, commonly called as P2, P3, secondary productivity. That is reduced for about 1.5 kilocalories, and finally in the body of top carnivores, amount of energy is very less. It is only about, for example, 0.3 kilocalories.